Are we live? Live, yes. Let's go. Come on, let's get it, guys. Let's get it, man. What up, guys? Let's cook it. Let's cook it up. Now live, join us on YouTube. We have a full 15-game slate today. A ton to discuss. Oh, 14 games. 14 games left. What up, guys? What up, man? What up? Antonio, should the Yankees go over 7.5? I'm not interested in a game that already started, brother. Let's talk about the games that are up ahead. What's up, Strong? How you doing, brother? Welcome, guys. Welcome, man. We're about to cook it up. We're about to go into a detail like no other, man. You guys already know. We cook it up, and nobody does it better, man. All right, let me get my screen up. Guys, remember, I'm sharing my screen on YouTube. If you want to join me there, feel free. Let's waste no time today, man. Let's waste no time. Any overs today? Remember, I told you guys yesterday would be a balanced day. I think there was legit 8 games yesterday, and they went 4-4. Did I tell you guys it would be a pretty balanced day yesterday? Overs and unders. 4-4, I think, is where that ended up, if I saw that correctly. All right, I got some cells not working. Yeah, man, we could talk about some overs and unders, for sure. Why is this not working? Having an issue here with some cells. Give me 1 second, man. We're about to get started. Guardians ML. We could talk about it. Let's get right to it, man. There we go. That should be coming back now. Okay, yep. We got some home pitching data. Let's get some away pitching data. Let's get to it, man. Let's get to it, guys. What do you guys want to talk about? If you have something for me, double tap the screen right now. Let's go. Let's cook it. Oh, my God. We starting with the Rockies, bro? Come on, bro. Be serious, man. Be serious, dog. Double tap the screen if you have something for me. Let's go. Let's cook. Strong is double tapping. Strong says, what's good, fam? Hey, what's good with you, brother? Good to have you back, man. Okay, guys. Let's cook. Let's cook, man. If you have something for me, double tap the screen. Let's get it going. Let's get it going, guys. Let's get it going. Bullpen. Got a few cells still not cooperating. Let me see if I could get them back. Yes, there we go. And BBs. Let's look at the BBs real quick. Go to bats. There it is. Come on. All right, come on. What games do you guys want to discuss? If If you have something for me, double tap the screen. 945-954 wants to talk about the Yankees. Let's take a look. Bro, that game already started. Come on, man. Let's focus on games that haven't started. We're trying to pay some bills, man. Stop being a degen. Stop trying to just take whatever's live. Let's focus on the games that haven't started already. Come on. It's Canada Day. It's Canada Day. Canada Day anyways. Canada Day. How can you fade the Canadians on their day, bro? Let's go. If you have something for me, double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. Let's get it going, guys. Chris wants to talk about the Cardinals. Bro, if you were serious about the Rockies, we could talk about it. Let's get to it, man. He wants to talk about the Cardinals. St. Louis is on the road at Pittsburgh, man. Good win for us yesterday with Pittsburgh. I know they did a lot of their damage in one inning, but hey, man, nice to see a W come through the board right there with the whole touchdown, man. They won 7-0 yesterday. They gave St. Louis the spanking. Today it's going to be Palante versus Paul Skeens, of course. It's Skeens Day there in Pittsburgh. And, I mean, what can you say about Skeens, dude? This guy is great. 7 runs over his last 33 innings at home. He's been fantastic. And he's actually coming off of a bad game. He's coming off of a 4-inning performance. Definitely looking for a bounce back. And Skeens trying to bounce back is pretty scary, man. Palante on the other side, he's average. He's okay. He's worse on the road. 13 runs over 29 innings on the road. He's not a bad pitcher. His expected numbers look good. He's not bad, but he's not Paul Skeens. And he's not Paul Skeens after an embarrassing loss in the last game that he came up for, but that he was on the mound. But then you got St. Louis coming off of an embarrassing game too. They scored 0 yesterday. This one is tough, man. This one is tough. I would say if you're on St. Louis, I would say the difference is not that much, right, between the pitching, between the batting. I would say, okay, St. Louis, after an embarrassing loss like that, everybody's going to be on Paul Skeens. I can see there being some value on the Cardinals, but not my favorite play, man. Not my favorite play. Pirates -1.5. Good luck with that, brother. Taking them 1.5 with the home team is not easy. Not easy to do, man. Let's go, guys. If you have something for me, double tap the screen. Let's keep it going. Keep it going, guys. If you have something for me, double tap the screen or spam your comment. Cool. J Mart wants to talk about the Astros. So you got somebody taking the Rockies, somebody taking the Astros. Let's take a look at and see who's on the right side here, man. You got Houston on the road. Is that correct? Houston is on the road today. Yes, it is correct because I've typed it up several times. Let's go. Houston's on the road at Colorado. Colton Gordon on one side, Chase Dollinger on the other side. And you have this line clearly moving in Houston's direction, and it looks in Colorado's direction, and it's in reverse. The better bats would be with the Houston side. The better bullpen is on Houston as well. The better pitcher also going to be with Houston. Now this is rookie versus rookie, so we do have a little bit of a limited sample size. But Chase Dollinger, not a pitcher that I'm trying to back. 15 runs over his last 23 innings overall, not bad. But then at home, 21 innings over 21 runs over 20 innings. Not a pitcher that I'm trying to back, and he does even worse in Colorado. Of course, a lot of pitchers do. Can Colton Gordon get hit in Colorado in an atmosphere that he's not familiar with? Sure. But I would say of the two teams, there may actually be some value on Colorado. Colorado with the pitcher that at least has been there and is used to the climate there, the high elevation. There may actually be some value there, man. Somehow, some way, Colorado may stay in that game. Let's go, man. Let's get it, guys. If this is your first time here, make sure you're following. We're about to go do a breakdown, man. Sorry, I put up a poll for no reason. If you want to hit some smiley faces, go ahead. But yeah, man, if you are here for the first time, hit the follow button. Do not miss out on these live streams. I'm out here just giving you guys good information, good value. Just trying to guide you guys in the right direction, man. I'm not out here, guaranteeing anything. Just a guy putting in the work every single day and trying to guide you in the right direction. YouTube, check in with me. Let me know if you guys are there. Let me know if you guys are active. Let me know if the stream's coming through okay. Let's go, guys. If you have something for me, double tap the screen. Double tap the screen right now. Let's talk about it. Let's get it, guys. Let's get it today, guys. We are not going really long, guys. These streams are going to be an hour and a half tops. We got to keep it moving. If you have something for me, double tap the screen. If not, we can get into some of these segments that we got to get into. My man Eric is double tapping. Let's see, Eric. Eric says, what do you think about the Padres and the Phillies over? Padres and the Phillies over would be right here in the very first game. Nick Pivetta versus Christopher Sanchez. Man, you actually got some good pitchers here today. Chris Sanchez, very good, man. 7 runs over 34 innings. At home, pretty good as well. 10 runs over 30 innings. On the other side, Nick Pivetta has been pretty good. 15 runs over 28 innings. Not bad. In his last 3 games, he's been better. Only giving up 6 runs over his last 18 innings. Pretty good numbers for both of these pitchers, and the expected numbers are showing that both pitchers are due for even or are as good as they are due for positive regression. So the expected numbers are telling me these guys are pretty good as well. These bats are pretty cold. The only way I would be looking is under in this game, brother. I could only look at the under in this game. Stinky games, we can talk about it. Brett, if you have 91, what's up, bro? You got you should play by the units, man. You should play by the units always. If you want to stick around to the recap, we're gonna do our recap later, and then you can get a good idea of what my favorite plays are, man. If you have something for me, double tap the screen. Let's go. Let's keep it going, man. My man Jay is double tapping. He says the Phillies game is postponed officially. Yes, there was 75% chance of rain there. That is lovely. So now our 14-game slate has now turned to 13. If you have something for me, double tap the screen. If this is your first time here, hit the follow button. Let's keep cooking, man. Let's keep cooking. My man Christian says, what do you think about the Braves and the Angels? Over. The Braves are at home against the Angels. I think you have pretty bad pitching on this side. Taylor, especially with Taylor Anderson. He's given up 24 runs over 24 innings. That's a perfect 9.0 ERA. Pretty bad numbers there for Tyler Anderson. Grant Holmes on the other side hasn't been fantastic. Overall, he's been pretty good, but he gets hit at home a little bit more. He's given up 8 runs over his last 14 innings. Not terrible there, but definitely 2 pitchers that could get hit there. The Angels actually have the number 1 bats right now over the last 7 days. Number 5 over the last 14 days. So those bats are pretty hot. Let me take a look at the actual numbers real quick. Excuse me. I sometimes have to look around my phone real quick. The Angels and the Braves. Angels and the Braves. Would I consider this game going over? The number, I mean, it's a high number. 9.5 is a big number. It was 9.5 earlier. It looks like it's still 9.5. That's a big number, especially in a ballpark. Remember, guys, that Atlanta is the number 2 ballpark, right? We talk about Rangers home unders. Atlanta home unders are a thing too. They are 24-13 to the under in Atlanta. There's a reason I went back to back with Atlanta unders over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, between Philadelphia and Atlanta. This is not a ballpark for scoring runs. Does that mean I'm going to play the under? No, not with these pitchers. But would I play the over? Probably not. This is your first time here, guys. Hit the follow button. Hit the follow button. Do not miss out on these live streams. We do these live streams every single day, 4 p.m. Eastern time, man. What's good, Jeffrey? Good stuff yesterday. We're running it back today. Yes, yesterday was a good day. 2-1 again. 2-1. Not an explosive day, but we can do. We love 2-1. 2-1. Nothing wrong with that. And we did what we've been promising that we were going to do for a while. And we did what is the series that's going to be known as the open lay. Okay, just going to keep it straightforward. It's an open lay. That's all it is. Okay, we're adding 1 leg to this open lay every single day. You can do this on any book. You can do this on DK. You can do this on FD. And we have a very simple goal. Again, guys, I'm not doing this publicly. I'm not doing this on TikTok. I am scared to do this on TikTok. I have to do this in the Discord, privately with the Discord. The guys that are riding and dying with me. We are going to set a simple goal of doing a 10x on this series, okay? So we're starting with half a U, and then eventually we want to get this to 5U, okay? So whether that's 50 into 500 or 100 into 1,000, that's all we're trying to do with this. It's a really simple goal. We're just trying to 10x our risk, our initial investment. And we started that yesterday. We're 1 leg down, and it was a pretty easy one, pretty easy winner, sweat-free. I expect the majority of our plays in this series to be really sweat-free. It is more of a safer pick. So if you guys want to be a part of that, join the Discord. $20. $20. You join the Discord, you get access to everything: the lays, the series, the props, the investing, the credit building, whatever you want access to. It's in the Discord. $20, man. Let me know if you guys have any questions about that open lay. We just started that yesterday. It's just it's like a lay, but something that we're gonna add to every single day. Let's go, guys. Let's keep it moving. Arub says, what do you think about the Diamondbacks today? Let's take a look at Arizona. They are at home. Another good win for us yesterday. Arizona first 5, easy money, minus 115. Bro, not even most days we're not even laying any juice out here, man. But today, let's see. Is Arizona a good play today? This would be Arizona versus San Francisco. Hayden Birdsong on one side, Zach Gallen on the other side. I have the batting advantage with Arizona, that's for sure. In terms of pitching, bro, both these pitchers suck. Birdsong, he's on the decline badly. 17 runs over 23 innings, but that's not the worst of it. He's given up 14 runs over his last 14 innings in his last 3 games. So that's really the worst of it. Zach Gallen on the other side, man. How long are you guys gonna keep waiting for this guy to be good? He doesn't have it this year, and he's just past his prime, and it's pretty clear. 21 runs over 29 innings at home, 20 runs over 28 innings. Both of these pitchers I cannot trust. Is there some value today on San Fran? Probably. I mean, the market is telling you that side is probably a little bit more probable. I could see it because Birdsong is a little better on the road. 8 runs over 17 innings. But not a game I'm really interested in that one, man. Recap, bro. We're just getting started. We're just getting started right now. Stick around for the recap. I'm gonna have it at the end of the stream. Stick around. We're also gonna do the FD. You guys gotta remind me, on Tuesdays they have the Daily Dinger, right? And we do the Daily Dinger on Tuesdays too, man. So they don't call it the Daily Dinger. It's a boost, basically. I think they give you 50% boost on a home run play. So we're gonna do a home run play today, guys. Remind me before we go to do that, okay? 12 game slate now. The Nats game has been postponed. Lovely. All right, we're not wasting any time. I guess I'm trusting you guys. When you guys give me that late breaking information, I'm gonna trust it, man. Let's go. The Washington game. I'm not surprised. Yeah, I'm in DC and it's pretty dark over here, man, for a reason. All right, so we are down to a 12-game slate. 12-game slate looks like we have 2 games starting at 6:40, and then everything else starting after the 7 p.m. Eastern Time hour. Let's go, guys. If this is your first time here, hit the follow button. Do not miss out on these live streams. 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's keep cooking, guys. If you have something for me, double tap the screen. Let's go. Strong is double tapping. Strong, let's see. What do you think about the Cubs, he says. What do you think about the Cubs? I think the Cubs are at home against Cleveland with Matthew Boyd on one side, Gavin Williams on the other side. This line is moving in favor of the Cubs. I am catching the Cubs after a loss. You guys know by now, the Cubs after a loss go hand in hand in terms of bouncing back. They are 25-9 after a loss, 74%. Still very good hit rate. I know they've had a couple more L's lately. They've been zigzagging. Bro, they've been zigzagging a ton. But that's a team that clearly doesn't let L's stack up. In terms of offense, I do got a clear offensive edge here between the Cubs. In terms of Cleveland's bats, not so much, man. Those bats are ice cold. The bullpen is one of the worst. The Cubs. Hey, give me 1 second. This guy's got my uncle glasses. My glasses. I can't see without my glasses. All right, man. So yes. So, do we have a batting advantage with the Cubs? Yes. Do we have a bullpen edge with the Cubs? Yes. When it comes to pitching, though, looks like these guys are both really, really good. 6 runs in 30 innings for Matthew Boyd and 8 runs in 27 innings for Gavin Williams. Pretty good numbers for both of them, really. I would say this pitching matchup is a wash. But because you have such a big offensive advantage and a bullpen advantage, I would say, yes, the Cubs, there is... the Cubs might be worth a look today, especially after a loss. 25-9 after a loss, they're pretty good at bouncing back. Thank you, Myra, for posting the link. There it is pinned. If you guys need the Discord link, the link is also in bio. And yeah, guys, join for at least 1 free play every single day. I've been a little busy over the last couple days. I haven't been able to drop a free play. Did I drop one 2 days ago? Can't remember. Anyways. hit the follow button first of all, and then if you want to join the Discord for at least one free play every single day, join the Discord. If you have something for me, double tap. Let's go. Let's keep it moving, man. Tigers game postponed. Yes, I think I have that one already postponed. Yes. Scooball. Oh wait, no, it's not Scooball today. Where's Detroit at today? Did I already cover it up? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Detroit's with Jack Flattery, or however you say his name. Against Washington. Yes, that game is postponed, and I have it hidden. The columns are hidden. My favorite home run play. Yes, I want to do the home run play today, just because there's a boost on FD. Let's take advantage of it, man. Those home run props, you guys know, are a little difficult to hit, but we've hit a few of them, and we don't drop one every single day. So got a good record, man. Let's go. Stanley is double tapping. Tiger game postponed. Yes, it is, man. If you guys have something for me, double tap the screen. In the meantime, let's keep it moving, man. Let's talk about who has the advantage in certain areas today. So let's see who got clapped yesterday, guys. Who just did not show up in their last game. So this wasn't yesterday. This was on Sunday night. Minnesota laid an egg, laid 0 there against Scooball and the Detroit Tigers. That was their last game. They scored 0. So I'm gonna say that Minnesota might have a little bit more motivation coming into this game. Cincinnati got their butts whooped yesterday. Yes, they did, with that top prospect. Anyways, small slate yesterday, might have forced it, trying to trust a rookie there. But yes, top prospect in my ass. Like I said, these guys got to show me something. That was my only blemish yesterday. 2-in-1 day. We're going to keep it going today, man. Let's see, where else is this? So who else got clapped in their last game? The New York Mets. Wow, they got swept. They got swept by the Pirates and only put up 1 run, and Pittsburgh put up 12 in that last game. So pretty big discrepancy there for the Mets. I would say they're coming into this one with some higher motivation. I would say the Texans have some extra motivation. They allowed Baltimore to put up double digits yesterday. 10-6 was the win yesterday. Let's see, two teams here that got embarrassed. Both Cleveland and the Cubs got embarrassed in the last game. They both scored 0, so I'm going to give both of them the check mark there. Let's see, moving on here to the Houston game. Okay, Houston shut out their opponent. They shut out the Cubs in the last game. I'm going to say that that could be a little bit of a disadvantage. It's not really drastic. I'm going to say no. If it was a bigger shutout win, I would say yes. But in this case, not enough. Anyways, guys, that is who's coming into today with a little bit more of an edge, more of a motivation. Let's keep it moving real quick, guys, to who has where's the line moving, okay? Listen up for this segment. You guys enjoy it. This is going to give you a lot of good information right now. Let's talk about it. Between Pittsburgh and St. Louis, the line's really not doing anything. Same thing, Minnesota, Miami. This line is, however, moving in favor of the New York Mets, and it appears it's in reverse, okay? So everybody looks like or at least not a good chunk of the public looks like they're counting out the New York Mets after having gotten swept, but a day off and a change of scenery could help them out there. This line is moving in favor of Atlanta. This line is moving in favor of the Cubs. This line is moving in favor of the Colorado Rockies, and it's in reverse. This line is moving in favor of San Francisco, and this line is moving in favor of the Dodgers. And that is it, guys. That is it. If this is your first time here, hit the follow button, guys. Hit the follow button. If this is your first time here, do not miss out on these live streams. To be fair, in the first inning, he had a double play, and the second baseman threw an error. Yeah, but that's Cincinnati baseball, man. That's Cincinnati baseball. I didn't get a chance to watch it, but yeah, man, Chase Burns, not the guy. Not yesterday, at least. Again, that was I don't know. I felt like I stretched it because it's a rookie. I have principles, I have morals, I have standards, and for a scoreless first inning or an under. It's hard to trust a pitcher that hasn't shown you anything yet, man. So, but yes, it did have a chance. Let's go, guys. If you have Chase was tipping pitches, everybody's saying that. Yeah, he's a rookie, man. He's a rookie. He didn't know what he was doing. If you have something for me, double tap the screen. Let's keep it going, guys. If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and give me a little thumbs up too. Dalton says, would you take the Blue Jays live today? I have no interest in that game, brother. It's live, man. Let's focus on the games that are up ahead of us, man. I didn't get a good look at that game. I'm focused on the 12-game slate that we have up ahead. If you have something for me, double tap. If not, we're gonna keep moving to another segment real quick. He only got caught up soon because Hunter Green got hurt. Yeah, man. Usually when a pitcher has a little bit of an unexpected start, it's not really good for them, man. Zay, I've seen you a few times. He says, what do you think about the Mets today? I think you have, this line looks like it's moving in favor of the Mets. I think the pitching-wise, I think you could have an edge here with Clay Holmes. Peralta's not bad, but he's a little worse on the road. Meanwhile, Clay Holmes a little better at home. But it does look like Clay Holmes is due for a little bit of negative regression, so I'm not in love with that. The bullpen does suck with the Mets. After being swept by the Pirates, I think they're coming to this one pretty motivated. Just keep in mind the bullpen for the Mets is really bad. Is probably one of the worst in Major League right now. I would say, the Mets could be a good look, but I would consider first 5 rather than full game. Let's go. If you have something for me, double tap the screen. Let's go. Let's keep it moving. We're at the halfway point right now. We're gonna fly through these plays today. James says, how do you think about Shane Smith put outs? What do you think about Shane Smith put outs? So is he going to go over or under his outs? What are you talking about, bro? You guys are turning me more into a prop guy. I went and dropped a strikeout prop today, guys. Check out the video. I dropped a strikeout prop today. So you're talking about over 14.5 outs. So you're asking, can this guy stay in the game? You're looking at backing him. Shane Smith is not a pitcher I'm trying to back, man. I've been saying it. His numbers look better than they actually are. He's got clapped in his last 2 games. He's a rookie, man. He's a rookie. 14 runs over 20 innings. He is way better on the road. 7 runs over 24 innings. But yeah, his expected numbers are one of the worst on the board today. So it looks like he's due for negative regression. Meanwhile, Yamamoto is due for some positive regression. So that's tough right there, man. You taking a White Sox versus Yamamoto in LA. Yeah, brother. No, thank you, man. No, thank you on that. For him to go 5 innings, I wouldn't even know about that, brother. He only made it 2 innings in his last game. 4 innings before that. He had a 3 before that. Yeah. I don't know about that, brother. But you guys have fun with those player stuff, man. I'm pretty selective with it. I dropped one earlier. I'm taking Brandon Young to go under his strikeout prop. I think he's on a short leash with Jacob deGrom on the other side, and Texas isn't striking out a whole ton. And Texas is got embarrassed yesterday, and they're coming off of 2 straight losses. So I think they got to bounce back here with their ace. If he can't get 5 innings, send him back. Let's go, guys. If you have something for me, just double tap the screen. That'll get your name flashing, and I'll feature your play next. Best pitcher to look out for strikeouts. Jets. I just dropped a video on under strikeouts. Under strikeouts, I'm looking at Brandon Young to go under. I think he's going to be on a shorter leash today. This is a rookie that could get hit up today against Texas and not make it all the way through. He made it 4 innings last game against Texas, and he only gave up 2 strikeouts. I'm going under 3.5. Let's go, guys. If you have something for me, just double tap the screen. That'll get your name flashing, and I'll feature your play next, man. That'll let me know you're still here, too. I'm not going to spend time on somebody that just dropped a play and left. All right, cool. Dalton, under 3.5 is what I took for Brandon Young. That's the starting pitcher for the Orioles today, the Baltimore Orioles. Hey, stop, bro. Oh, this guy's gonna cut off my whole stream right now. Stop. Gotta go far right. What are you talking about? Okay, stop. What up, Finn? How you doing, brother? Hope you're having a great day today. Let me. Looks like we got some comments that were coming through. They got filtered. No worries. We'll talk about it. Guardians. My man Dalton wants to talk about the Guardians today. I think that Guardians are... Where are the Guardians at? They are at on the road at the Cubs, man. And, yeah, somebody asked me about the other side on this one. And I would say there's value here on the Cubs. coming off of a loss, having the much better lineup, having the much better bullpen. Definitely a team I just trust way more than an offense that I trust way more than Cleveland right now. Cleveland bats is something I'm definitely fading lately. I think the pitching matchup is pretty close. That yeah, I would say the Cubs are in a better spot there today against the Guardians. Appreciate, bro. Hope all is well. Thank you, brother. All is well, man. You're the best with your research compared to others, bro. No cap. Hey, I appreciate that, Cuts. I appreciate that a lot, man. I put in work, man. I put in the work every single day, and I hope it shows. I'm out here just guiding you guys in the right direction. I'm making this interactive, too, so you guys could literally have an answer to your question in the first 30 seconds, 10 seconds. Just be a little patient with me. Sometimes you guys, pile up a little bit. Just double tap the screen. That'll let me know you're still here. I appreciate that you're finding it useful. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. If you want to get into Discord, $20, man. $20. I make it purposely affordable, and 20 is affordable considering how much you guys really. Even if you're doing $5, $10 per play, you're still stacking up to $200, $300, $400 a week. You're gonna tell me $20 ain't worth it? $20 is worth it, bro. Yeah, Cuts. I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying in general. Arub, I've seen you a few times, brother. He says, what do you think about DeGrom over 17.5 outs? I think DeGrom is in a spot where he's going to have to go the distance here. He's going to have to go several innings. He's going to have to go deep. And he's in a situation on the other side where Brandon Young is not going to really put a lot of pressure on him. I would say if you're looking at his strikeout props, he could hit it today against Baltimore. I'm new to this player stuff, bro. I'm kind of just having some fun with it. So if you guys watch me post some player stuff, just have some fun with it. But just, a little sprinkle. Just having some fun. Sides and totals. That's where we eat, guys. We eat on sides and totals. In fact, our totals, I got to update the numbers. It looks like we are 42 and 17. 42 and 17. That's over 59 plays, bro. That's a hell of a sample size. Hit the follow button if you're not already following. And make sure you join the Discord if you want to be a part of those totals, man. Those overs and unders. Usually most of them are unders. They call me the Undertaker. I'm out here just working, man. I'm out here just working every single day. Hey, can I get that back? Thank you, brother. Cool, man. Let's keep it moving, guys. Let's check some more boxes real quick. Who is in a favorable spot today? So I'm looking for teams that are like coming off of a loss or teams as a road favorite, something like that. So we talked about the Cubs, right? The Cubs, that one's pretty clear and obvious. They are the second best team after a loss. And that is active today. Looking at the next best team, nobody else in that category. Let's look at. That'll pretty much do it. That'll pretty much do it for that, okay? Moving on to the who's just the better team? Who's just ranked way better than their opponent? Looks like, Pittsburgh has moved all the way up the rankings. Hey, can you not do that? Pittsburgh has moved up the rankings. They are considered better than St. Louis, but I'm going to say I'm not going to check a box for that because I think that's a little bit of an overreaction, a little bit of a reach. Where I do have an advantage here, I think, is Boston. I think Boston is climbing up the rankings. Cincinnati is on the decline a little bit. Milwaukee is another team that is just head and shoulders above their competition today. The Mets look like they're spiraling. Let's keep it moving here, guys. Baltimore's in a better position right now than Texas is, according to the rankings. The Cubs are in a better position over the Cleveland Guardians today. And that'll do it for that segment, guys. Hey, can you not do that? Let's go, guys. If you have something for me, double tap the screen. Let's keep it moving, man. Let's keep it moving. Double tap the screen if you have something for me, and I will feature your play or your game or your prop next, bro. Whatever you guys want to talk about. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. Let's keep it moving. When is the recap? When we are at the 0% on the coffee, bro. We're still at like 30% left. Let's go. Hit the follow button, guys, if it's your first time here. Let's keep it moving. If you have something for me, double tap the screen. I can't back them weak bets. Yeah, you funny, bro. You funny. If you guys want to share this with somebody, we are closer to our recap. Yeah, if you guys want to share this with somebody, we can recap. Be here for the recap. We are going to be ready to do that in a bit. Jacob, I've seen you a few times. He says, what do you think about DeGrom to get his 5Ks? Yeah, I mentioned I like DeGrom. I don't think he's going to have a lot of pressure on the other side. And I would expect the Texas Rangers and their ace to to be in a good position to bounce back today after the embarrassing loss yesterday. They let Baltimore put up double digits today. Yo, can you give me a nuke today, man? I don't do those nukes, brother. I'm just out here just trying to give you guys the one thing I can nuke. There is going to be we are going to have the daily pick today. I know I haven't dropped it in the last couple of days, but yes, we will have one pick that we think is better than the others. Be on the lookout for that video dropping after the stream. Best pitcher for strikeout. Okay, we talked about Dalton says George Springer for the Blue Jays. He's gonna hit this dinger, or he already hit his dinger against the Blue Jays, against the Yankees. I'm not watching. Rockies and Astros. Let's take a look at it. Rockies and Astros. So yeah, not a whole lot to say about this one. Colton Gordon, the rookie, against Dellinger, the rookie. I would say it looks like Colorado could be in a sneaky spot here. This one does reek a little bit. It is the Houston Astros are the most public play of the day so far, and I wouldn't be surprised if the rookie gets a little bit of a Colorado surprise there, playing on the moon the way they do. If this is your first time here, guys, hit the follow button. Do not forget this live stream. I do them at 5Ks is probably minus 500. I do these live streams every single day. Do not miss out, man. 4 p.m. Eastern time. I'm just out here just feeding everybody, man. Everybody eats. Paul Skeens to get his case today. I seen you a few times. Let's see. Paul Skeens, yes, pitcher, yeah, that could go the distance. St. Louis is not striking out a ton. Okay, and in terms of walks, it looks like I'm looking at BB's. My charts are missing here. 1 second. Let me see if it'll come back. It wasn't coming back earlier. There we go. In terms of walks, St. Louis 19th. So they're not showing a ton of plate discipline. They're kind of in the bottom 12 there in the category. If you're taking Paul Skeens to cover his Ks, I'm not going to disagree with you on that. If you have something for me, double tap the screen, guys. Let's keep it moving. Robert wants to talk about the Marlins today. Minnesota's on the road at Miami. Okay, this line did look like it was heading in Minnesota's direction, and then it kind of just made a U-turn, and now it's coming back in Miami's direction. So, gonna keep an eye on this one. In terms of pitching, both of these guys are even. Joe Ryan and Edward Cabrera are literally copy and paste of each other. But you do have the better bullpen with Miami, so consider Miami full game if you're going full game. Minnesota if you're going consider first five. What can I say about this one? It does look like Miami could continue their heater. Now I realize, okay, 7 straight wins, pretty crazy already, and then they're coming across the country from Arizona. They just swept Arizona and San Francisco back to back. That was a hell of a two series, hell of a road trip. And people might be counting out Miami today. I would say they still look like they're alive here. Definitely looks like there's value on Miami. Which game do you think is a trap? So far, one that reeks a little bit is the Houston Astros, brother. Houston Astros do reek a little bit. Miami at home is terrible. Miami at home, yes. Out of all the offensive numbers, they are 28th at home. That is the only number on their offensive edge that looks pretty bad. So Miami at home, yes, you are right, brother. Not a great look there right now. That's why right now I'm saying also like value. I'm just saying there's value there at the plus money with the underdog there. Probably wouldn't take Minnesota. Let's go, guys. Let's do another segment real quick. Who has the bats? Who has the advantage with the bats today? So to answer that question, I actually have to update some numbers manually. Sometimes I have to do this with you guys. Listen up real quick, guys, for the best teams against lefties, okay? So this will update all my numbers on my chart here. And I'm letting you guys know that against lefties, over the last 14 days, Milwaukee, Arizona, and Washington, those are your top 3 teams there against lefties. I'm going to use that chart to update here. Okay, yep, looks like that needs to be updated. And then against righties, okay, I'm going to let you know which one of these are in effect today. But if you're looking at fading right-handed pitchers, these are the teams to do so with. The Cubs, the Detroit Tigers, and Miami, number 1, 2, 3 against righties there. At home, on the road. The best road teams over the last 30 days are, drum roll please, over the last 30 days, Milwaukee, Seattle, and Arizona has been your best 3 road teams. We know Milwaukee's on the road today. We know Seattle's been really good on the road all year. So that's pretty good information. That kind of just validates what we already know. Tampa Bay, Detroit, and Baltimore. Those are going to be your best 3 home teams. Okay. Believe that Detroit was on the road. Moving on here, guys. Who are your most clutch teams, guys? Who are your most clutch teams when it matters most with runners in scoring position? Watch out for Baltimore, Cincinnati, and Pittsburgh. Those are your best teams right there. Best teams after or with runners in scoring position over the last 7 days. If we go back a little bit further to 14 days, it's still going to be Baltimore number 1. Again, they had one game where they really just popped off, and perhaps that's going to skew the numbers a little bit here. But Baltimore, Tampa Bay, and Toronto are going to be your top three teams with runners in scoring position. Moving on here real quick, guys. Who are the best first half teams? Who are the best teams that get off to the fastest starts? And I'm talking about the first 5 innings. Who are the best teams in the first 5 innings on offense over the last 7 days? It'll be the Cubs, the Brewers, and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Okay, let's go on to those of you guys that are looking for runs in the first inning. Runs in the first inning could be provided to you no other than the top 3 teams: Pittsburgh, Boston, and Toronto. Okay, no Toronto game already started, but Pittsburgh and Boston has not. Okay, and last but not least, guys, almost done here. Over the last 4 innings, who's more of a second half team? Who's a team who's beating up on bullpens lately? It'll be the Angels, the Tigers, and Baltimore Orioles. Once again, guys, then Baltimore Orioles might be skewing the numbers for a little bit. They're number 1 in a lot of categories. It's because they put up 22 runs last week in a game against the Rays. All right, guys, what do you guys say, man? Let's go. Just swept 2 games, both on the road, and returning home. This smells like an L. Miami. The line is definitely giving Miami at home, brother. Miami at home is definitely, as an underdog, it does smell a little funny. 7 straight wins. 7 straight wins does smell a little funny, but I wouldn't be surprised to see it. I think there's some value there with Miami. Minnesota's been really sneaky too, though. So they've been a really sneaky team lately. They are hot and cold. I can't figure them out really. Been taking go to bed. Have not been doing a whole lot with Minnesota Twins games. All right, guys, come on. Let's distract this guy a little bit. Give it some treats. Go find the treats. Oops. What up, guys? What up, man? Let's get it. Hey, brother, do you think Acuna is valid? Acuna, let me look at his matchup today. Let me look at the pitcher that he's on the other side. You're looking at Atlanta versus the yes, man. Tyler Anderson is not that guy. I think he could definitely get hit here. I would not be interested in backing the Angels today because of Tyler Anderson. I would say somebody like Acuna does have a good matchup, man. Let's go, guys. Keep it moving. Before my cells keep breaking here, we got to do our recap. It's like I have a lot open, but I really don't have a whole lot open. I don't know why my cells keep breaking here. All right, guys, come on, man. If you have something for me, double tap the screen. Double tap the screen right now. I'll get to your play, man. Dalton says, what do you think about the Marlins and the Cubs? So I like the Cubs part of that lay. I don't love the Marlins part of that lay. I think that I'm just saying there's value on Miami. I don't know if I get there. If this is your first time here, hit the follow button. Do not forget this stream. I do this 4 p.m. Eastern time. Just out here feeding you guys, feeding everybody. I think everybody should eat, man. I'm gatekeeping nothing, man. I'm out here just capping with you guys. I'm out here showing you the process, my thought process. I literally allow you guys in my mind. Sometimes I talk to myself and do crazy hour for a little bit. I'm just literally taking you through my process, man. Let's keep it moving, guys, to who has the edge in terms of handedness, and which teams are beating up on lefties or righties a little bit more than their opponent. The St. Louis Cardinals, watch out for the Cardinals because they have an advantage against the righties today. Paul Skeens is a righty, and then Pittsburgh is number 17 against righties. So there's an advantage there with the handedness. Miami has an advantage here. They are the third best team against righties. Joe Ryan is a righty. Tampa Bay Rays have an edge here, pretty big edge against lefties. Against lefties, they are number 4 against lefties. Jeffrey Springs is a lefty. Moving on here, the Angels. The Angels have an advantage in this category. They're number 4 against righties. Baltimore Orioles, number 12 against righties. The Cubs are number one team against righties are the Chicago Cubs. The Houston Astros have an advantage in this aspect. They are number 8. The Houston Astros are number 8 against righties. And last but not least, the Seattle Mariners. Seattle Mariners are number 7 against righties. One more, the Dodgers. The Dodgers are number 11 against righties. So that's not just who's a better team in like top 10. No, that's just who has the advantage today. Okay? So I'm just reading off like one team, but the Dodgers are 11 against righties. The White Sox are 28th against righties. Both of them are facing righties. So I'm just giving you guys the most the relevant information, right? I'm just telling you guys who it favors in that case, okay? So I've checked those boxes. Moving on to the next boxes I got to look at is who has the offensive edge today. Tampa Bay has an advantage overall with the bats. Their bats are really nice. The Milwaukee bats are really nice. The Angels bats are really nice compared to Atlanta's. The Baltimore Orioles have, again, their numbers could be skewed, but Baltimore Orioles do have better bats than Texas. The Chicago Cubs have better bats today against Cleveland. The Arizona Diamondbacks have better bats. The Seattle Mariners have better bats. And last but not least, the Dodgers have better bats compared to their opponent. Moving on, guys. Moving on real quick to the best pitching edges today. The best pitching matchup today. Let's see. Where do we have a clear pitching discrepancy? Brady Singer against Richard Fitz. Looks like that will give me an edge there with Brady Singer. I'm going to say Brady Singer has an edge there for the Cincinnati Reds. I'm going to say Grant Holmes for Atlanta. I think he gives us a pitching edge against the Angels. I think Jacob deGrom, that's pretty self-explanatory. I think he has a pitching edge against the rookie Brandon Young. Let's see, Colton Gordon. Colton Gordon for the Astros appears to have a pitching edge against Chase Dollinger on the other side. Dollinger. I've been saying Jur this whole time. Dollinger. Seahawks. Emerson Hancock. That man has a pitching edge. Gives Seattle a pitching edge today. Okay, guys, that is it for the actual numbers. Let's look at the expected numbers real quick. The expected numbers are telling me that Freddie Peralta is due for some positive regression. Clay Holmes is due for negative. I'm not too worried about that. Joe Ryan, same thing. He could have a good game there, too. Zach Gallen could be due for positive regression. Yamamoto could be the better pitcher there. I'm not going to give the edge, though. Let's keep it moving, guys. If you have something for me, double tap the screen. Let's keep it moving, guys. If this is your first time here, hit the follow button. Do not forget this live stream. We are about to do the recap, guys. We are about to do the recap. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. And stick around for the recap, man. The recap is the best part of the stream. If you have something for me, double tap right now. And we'll keep it moving, guys. If you want to join the Discord, consider joining. $20, man. $20. Make it affordable for you guys. It includes all the plays. It includes all the lays. It includes that series we started. Again, guys, this is a pretty standard, pretty easy, pretty straightforward series that we started exclusively in the Discord. And we're just looking at 10x our initial investment. If you start with 100, you end up at 1,000. We cash out and we're out. We're good. Okay. And this is going to be pretty, like I said, pretty straightforward, pretty safe. And yeah, that's happening exclusively in the Discord for members. Okay. Join the Discord. $20. $20 you get access to everything. If you have something for me, double tap the screen. Let's go. Are you guys ready for the recap already? The Blue Jays have blown the lead. Yeah, brother. That's it's Canada Day too, man. It's Canada Day. Can you believe that? It's Canada Day, bro. Sergio says, is it due for positive regression? Who is due? DeGrom. DeGrom due for positive regression? This guy's been fantastic already. 5 runs over 32 innings. And his expected numbers are just as good as his actual numbers. So, I would say DeGrom is is good, and his expected numbers are just as good. Robert is double tapping. He says, "What do you think about Milwaukee today?" Milwaukee is on the road at the New York Mets. New York Mets here. Pitching wise, you may have an edge here with Freddie Peralta. Looks like he is due for positive regression. Looks like Clay Holmes might be due for negative regression. So the pitching matchup really is kind of a wash. Where you do have an edge is with the Milwaukee bats. Milwaukee is seeing the ball pretty well. The New York Mets are not. They just got swept, of course, by the Pirates. But would I consider the Brewers here? No, bro. I would say with the day off and coming back home, I would say then the Mets might be in a better spot here to bounce back, man. I think they have a positive record when trying to bounce back. They are 20-16 after a loss. It's number 9. I know they've let some losses pile up a little bit, but not a team that this season has let a lot of losses pile up. So I would say there's more value on the New York Mets for me. Let's go, guys. If you have something for me, double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. Let's keep it going. Zay, I've seen you a few times. He said, "What do you think about the Pirates?" I think the Pirates got Paul Skeens on the mound, man. Every time you got Paul Skeens, you got a good chance. His overall numbers are really good. His home numbers are really good. I really don't need to spend a whole lot of time telling you how good he is. But what makes this a little interesting is that St. Louis just got their butt whooped yesterday. They lost by a whole touchdown. Not half a touchdown, a whole touchdown. 7 points with the extra point. Yeah, man, pretty tough there. Pretty tough loss for a team that was soaring, that was on the rise. I would say there's not a whole lot of discrepancies here between the bats. The bullpens are both great, and Palante is not that bad. Palante is not that bad. In fact, he's performed really good against Pittsburgh over the last 2 seasons. 2 runs in 20 innings. 2 runs in 20 innings. Very good numbers against Pittsburgh. Paul Skeens, if there is one weakness in his game, it's been against the Cardinals, and it's been against the Cardinals at home. 7 runs in 14 innings. That's a 4.5 ERA. I would say there's value on St. Louis. Am I going to get there? I don't know. But there is some value, considering also that the Cardinals are number 5 against righties. Pittsburgh is number 17 against righties. Both of these are righties. Double tap the screen, guys. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving, guys. If you have something for me, let's keep it moving. If you have something, double tap the screen. That'll let me know you're still here. That'll let me know you have something for me, and I'll scroll up and find whatever you want to talk about. We have to look at Max with 1 strikeout is the reason MLB is not worth the risk, brother. If MLB is hurting you, consider joining the Discord, man, because I'm having a nice MLB season. We're seeing it well. If you're really focused on something like overs and unders, bro, they have been really good to me. I would say leave the lays alone, leave the props alone. The props I do, bro, that's a little bit for fun. That's a little bit for fun, guys. I'm having a little bit of fun with the props. So sides and totals will pay the bills, man. Just got to be a little patient with MLB. It takes a lot of research, a lot of work. You can't cut corners with it. That's for sure. Guys, let's move on real quick, guys. This is an important segment. It's going to be an important segment with your player stuff, with the player props that you're trying to do. Consider that Andre Palante, okay, the St. Louis Cardinals today, pitcher, he has a weakness. He has a pretty significant weakness against righties. Does Pittsburgh have righties in their lineup? Let's take a look here. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, they have 6 righties in their lineup today, expected lineup. So I'm going to say that there is an advantage there. There is an advantage with for Pittsburgh there, okay? That's an advantage that Pittsburgh could exploit. Speaking of weaknesses, Paul Skeens, as good as he is, looks like he's weaker against lefties, okay? Are there lefties on the St. Louis Cardinals lineup? There is, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 lefties. Again, my number is like 5.5 or 6. That's what I'm going to call a series advantage. I'm going to say Pittsburgh. That gives a small edge there to Pittsburgh because they are loaded with righties. Moving on here, guys. Which pitcher has a serious weakness against a certain hand? That's what I'm looking for. I'm almost halfway done here. Clay Holmes. Clay Holmes has a weakness against lefties. Do the Milwaukee Brewers have lefties in their lineup? They have one, two, three, only three lefties in the lineup. But if you're considering Sal Frelick, Yelich, or Terang, those might be your guys, your lefties in that lineup that could eat today against Clay Holmes, guys. Keep that in mind. Moving on here, Tyler Anderson. His weakness is lefties. Does Atlanta have lefties in their lineup? Does Atlanta lefties? Does Atlanta have lefties in the lineup? They only have 1, 2, 3, 4 lefties in the lineup. Not enough for me to say it's an advantage. But if you're looking for Matt Olson or Drake Baldwin, those might be your guys there today for the Atlanta Braves. Moving on here, guys, to Jacob deGrom. Jacob deGrom is lights out against lefties, but weaker against righties. Let's see Baltimore's lineup. Looks like they have a ton of lefties in the lineup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, they have 5 lefties in the lineup. So that's not enough for me to say it's an edge either way. But if anything, that makes me like Jacob deGrom a little bit more today. That matchup is pretty good. Moving on here, guys. The Matthew Boyd, the Chicago Cubs pitcher today, looks like he has an issue with righties. Does Cleveland have righties in the lineup? 1, 2, 3. Only 3, 4 righties in the lineup. Not enough for me to say it's an edge. I'm almost done here, guys, with this segment. We are looking at Hayden Birdsong. We know he's been getting hit lately, and he's been getting hit against lefties more than righties. So let's look at Arizona. Do they have lefties in the lineup? They have 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 lefties in the lineup. Not enough for me to say it's an edge. Not enough for me to say that's enough for them to take advantage of. Zach Gallen, he also has an issue with lefties. San Francisco, they have 1, 2, 3, 4 lefties in the lineup. Not enough to take advantage of it. But if you're looking at Yastrzemski or Devers, those could be your lefties there to take advantage against Zach Gallen. Last one here, guys, or almost last one. Emerson Hancock. He has a serious issue against lefties. Emerson Hancock has a serious issue against lefties. Does Kansas City have lefties in the lineup? No, guys. You guys got to know by now. They're mostly righty heavy. But if you're looking at Vinny Pasquantino, that could be your guy there for the Kansas City Royals. And that will do it, guys. One more. Shane Smith. Shane Smith for the White Sox. We know he's been getting hit lately, and it's actually been lefties that have been getting to him a lot more. You guys know by now, Dodgers don't have a ton of lefties, but the lefties that they do have are pretty scary. Ohtani, Freeman, Max Muncy. Those could be your guys there for the Dodgers today against Shane Smith. Mets game just got postponed. Damn it. Are we down to 11 games? Have I discussed the favorite dinger? No. Stick around. After the recap, I'm going to do the daily dinger. Excuse me. We got to keep it moving, guys. Stop looking at the Mets game. Mets got postponed. Cool, man. Thank you guys for letting me know. Let's go, guys. If this is your first time here, hit the follow button. Do not. When is the recap? We're actually doing it right now. Double tap the screen right now if you have something for me. Otherwise, we're moving on to the recap, guys. Somebody was just double tapping. User was double tapping. He says, "What do you think about Skeens under 4.5 earned runs allowed?" If you're backing Paul Skeens today, I am not mad at you, man. I am not mad at you on that in terms of strikeouts. Or sorry, that was earned runs allowed. I could see a low-scoring game, so yes. That one's a tough one a little bit. It's a little bit tough. Under 4.5 earned runs allowed. So that means he shut down St. Louis bullpen or St. Louis offense. This line is moving in favor of the over for some reason. So this game could see some runs. But I would say they are. I would say those runs may be more likely to come from the Pittsburgh side. Of course, they are the favorite. That one's a tough one, brother. But I'm gonna say I don't hate it. I like the Pulse. I like the matchup against St. Louis. It's not. I'm not in love with it. I'm not in love with it. And Andre Palante on the other side is not a bad pitcher. But I would say that's not terrible there, man. That has to be minus 1,000. Yeah, people are just probably putting things on their lay. All right, guys, so let's go. Move on to the recap, okay? And before we do the recap real quick, let's make sure we're completely updated. Somebody remind me to do the Daily Dinger today. Really quick, guys, while I'm updating, yes, the Toronto Blue Jays have the lead again. So what? Somebody told me they blew the lead and now they got it back. Again, guys, it's Canada Day. I don't know what that means, but it's Canada Day. I think it's like the 4th of July over there. Pittsburgh. Looks like this line has moved. So I don't love that, man. This line has moved further in favor of St. Louis. In fact, that's enough for me to say this. There's actually way more value on St. Louis now than Paul Skeens and the Pirates. Minnesota, this line is at minus 140. Detroit game has been postponed, like you guys are telling me. Tampa Bay, this line is moving in favor of Tampa Bay. Boston, minus 118. New York Mets, minus 139. That one keeps moving in their direction as well. The Angels in Atlanta, minus 206. Atlanta still minus 206. The Texas Rangers are minus 190. The Cubs are minus 190. The Houston Astros, minus 155. Arizona Diamondbacks, 134. 140 and 353. Okay, guys. So guys, you guys know, in order to get ready for the recap, we have to look at what totals we could consider. Could we consider a under between Cleveland and Cubs? You definitely look like you got some good pitching there. This line opened up 8 minus 110, so 8 flat both ways. Looks like we saw it go 8 juice to the under. Let's take a look at Cleveland versus the Cubs. Would I be surprised to see an under there? Already, I could probably tell you no because you got good pitching. Let's see what the line is saying. This line has moved to 8.5. I don't love that. This line has moved to 8.5 with 53% of the total public on the over. Okay, so that's not a deal breaker, but that's enough for me to say no, thank you. That's enough for me to say no, thank you, man. Let's see. So that's not a total I could consider. Moving on here, guys. Moving on to the next pitching edge. Nice pitching advantage that I have. Minnesota and Miami. You got some really good pitchers there. Is that a total I would consider between the Twins and the Marlins? This thing opened up 7.5. Juice to the over. Looks like it was still 7.5 juice to the over. And this one might be a decent one here because it still remains 7.5 and it's still 7.5 juice to the over. Okay, so 71% of the public is on the over. Actually, we might be trying to fade that. And looking under in that game. Moving on here. So that is the best pitching matchup in terms of the edges. St. Louis versus the Pirates. I think I said that one is moving in the wrong direction. It looks like it's back to 7. Okay, maybe we can look at it again. The Cardinals 7.5. Could we see an under in that ballpark today? Looks like it is. It has a good chance. Today. We're going straight to the recap after this, guys. Just getting all the totals together that I would consider. I think that's it for the totals. Let's look at the overs. Okay, you got some bad pitching today between San Francisco and Arizona. San Francisco Giants and Arizona. This total was at 9 earlier. Looks like it's still at 9. Let's track this one. This one might be interesting. This thing is 9 juice to the over. It's still 9 juice to the over. Let him cook, man. Still 9 juice to the over. And 85, everybody's taking that over. 85% of the public is on the over there between Arizona and San Fran. That over does not look bad, though. Another one that could go over, and you don't have to really convince me with this one because Shane Smith, he could get hit, and Yamamoto gets hit, and they play in a ballpark that has the #1 overs. That's the LA Dodgers ballpark. There's a ton of overs. In fact, that's #1 for overs. 28 and 14, 67% to the over. This thing's at 8.5. Juice to the under is where we saw it last. And 71% of the public is on the over. So that doesn't bother me. Let's look at where it's at now. Guys, this looks like a good slate today. Good mix of overs and unders. Okay, so is that it for the worst pitching on the board? Yes. I would say that's it for the worst pitching on the board. That's between the White Sox and Dodgers, and that's a ballpark that could see some overs. All right, guys, we are ready for the recap. Name a random MLB team. Yankees. We back. All right, guys, hit the follow button if it's your first time here. Let's get to the recap, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let's cook it up. Let's go rapid fire style through every single game right now. St. Louis versus the Pirates. St. Louis versus Pittsburgh. Andre Palante on one side, Paul Skeens on the other side. This line now looks like it's moving in favor of the Cardinals, okay? Cardinals took a big L yesterday. They lost by a whole touchdown yesterday. 0 runs to 7 scored by the Pirates. Of course, today it would look like everybody's going to assume that you have a pretty big pitching edge with Paul Skeens. And I'm not saying Paul Skeens is bad. He's elite. This guy's good. 7 runs over 33 innings at home. He's been lights out. But Andre Palante hasn't been that bad. He's only given up 7 runs over his last 21 innings. Pretty good numbers there for Andre Palante. And then on the road, he's pretty average too. 13 runs over 29 innings. Not terrible there. And considering that St. Louis got their butts whipped yesterday, I'm not seeing enough discrepancies here to lay a big number. With the Pirates. I would say there's some value here with St. Louis Cardinals. Minnesota and Miami. Looks like this line is moving in favor of nobody. It was moving in favor of Minnesota. It looks like it's coming back down now. In terms of pitching, I don't think you have an edge either way. I think both of these guys are really identical. Joe Ryan and Edward Cabrera, both really identical guys here. In terms of batting, it does look like you have some batting advantage with Miami. Not a whole lot, but something. And that something could be that they are number 3 against righties. Minnesota number 14 against righties. But as you guys probably know by now, Miami at home has not really been a good thing. So I don't know if I'm really gonna take that take a whole lot from that, because Miami has won now 7 straight games. They had a day off and had to travel across the country. I would say that this could be the opportunity for them to kind of go back to their usual self here. But is there value here on Miami? I'm going to say yes, there is value, because you have a pitching matchup that is pretty even, and you could have the batting advantage here with Miami. This is one where I could say somehow, some way, looks like Miami could get to 8 straight wins today. The Athletics and the Tampa Bay Rays. This line is moving in favor of Tampa Bay. I have the better bats with Tampa Bay. I got Tampa Bay after 2 straight losses now, so I got the better team after 2 losses. And in terms of pitching, this is a pretty even matchup. Both of these guys are pretty good, Springs and Baz. But again, I would argue that both of these guys have to. Shane Baz has to play at home in this minor league park, so consider that his home numbers, despite looking pretty bad, 22 over 23 innings. That's kind of tough because you have to play in that small ballpark. Jeffrey Springs, I'm comparing his away numbers where he doesn't play in that minor league park when he's on the road. 15 runs over 25 innings. So I would say I like the Tampa Bay Rays here to bounce back after 2 straight losses and having lost to the Athletics yesterday. Next game between Cincinnati and Boston. You got Brady Singer on one side. You got Richard Fitz on the other side. This line is not moving. I think you have the better bats with Boston. I think you have the better pitching with Brady Singer. So when the bats and the pitching is flip flop like that, I can easily say that's going to be a stay away for me. Not interested in that. Between Milwaukee and the Mets, okay, this line does look like it's moving in favor of the Mets. The Mets are coming off of a sweep. They got swept by the Pirates. I heard they only put up 4 runs to the Pirates 30 runs. So that was an embarrassing series there for them in Pittsburgh over the weekend. They had a day off and now get to come back home where they were starting to play a little better against the Braves. You do have, the numbers are telling me I have a batting advantage with Milwaukee. The Milwaukee bats are definitely better. In this case, the bullpen is better for Milwaukee too, but what's not better, or what's probably pretty even, is the pitching matchup. Freddie Peralta on one side, Clay Holmes on the other side. Clay Holmes plays pretty nice at home. 10 runs over 28 innings. Pretty good numbers there for Clay Holmes at home. 10 runs, 28 innings. Pretty good. Freddie Peralta, he's okay. He's pretty good. And then, but on the road, that's where he does get hit on the road. 13 runs over 26 innings, 4.5 ERA. This is one where I could say looks like the Mets could snap out of it. I think the Milwaukee being the hot bats that they are and the better bullpen that they have, people might be suckered into taking Milwaukee at the plus price. I would say I like the New York Mets in this case to bounce back, even though they suck. The Angels in Atlanta. This line is moving in favor of Atlanta. You have the better bats on Atlanta. You have the better bats with the Angels. The Angels are hot right now. The better bullpen is with Atlanta. The better pitching is with Atlanta. Grant Holmes does give you a pitching edge there. But again, when you have the bats favored on one side and the pitching favored on the other side, it makes it really difficult. It's hard to take either team. You usually don't want to have the bats on one side and the pitching on the other side. That makes it a pretty easy pass for me. I could not see why people would lay a run or a run and a half with Atlanta, not with their current state right now. No, thank you. Baltimore versus Texas. You have Jacob deGrom on one side, Brandon Young on the other side. Brandon Young is young. He's a rookie. He's only played 3 games this year. 10 runs in 12 innings. He's only played 1 road game, 3 runs in 4 innings. This is not a good spot for him against Jacob deGrom on the other side. Jacob deGrom is Jacob deGrom. He is him. 5 runs over 32 innings. At home, 6 runs over 30 innings. His actual numbers are good. His expected numbers are good. His offense is not very good, but they could get to Brandon Young today. And then Jacob deGrom could hold down the Baltimore lineup. I liked the Texas Rangers today to bounce back after 2 straight losses and having let the Orioles put up 10 runs on them yesterday. I would say Texas is in a better spot here to bounce back with Jacob deGrom on the mound. Cleveland and the Cubs. Cleveland and the Chicago Cubs. Gavin Williams on one side, Matthew Boyd on the other side. This line is moving in favor of the Cubs. I do have a clear batting edge with the Cubs. I have a clear bullpen edge with the Cubs. In terms of the pitching, though, both of these guys are pretty good. Matthew Boyd on one side, Gavin Williams, both of them pretty good. But because of the big discrepancy there with the Chicago bats, I would say I like the Chicago Cubs there to bounce back. You guys have been watching me for a while. You know that Chicago Cubs, after a loss, pretty good. 25-9. 25-9 after a loss are the Chicago Cubs after a loss. So that's pretty good stat there. And that's in effect today. They lost their last game in Houston. Speaking of Houston, Houston's on the road at Colorado. This line is moving sketchy in favor of Colorado. And Houston is the most public play of the day so far. Excuse me. Houston is the most public play of the day. This line opened up -175. It is down to -155. It does look like I have the better pitcher with Colton Gordon, but like I've been mentioning, he's a rookie. He's a rookie, and he's playing in Colorado for the first time. He could be in for a surprise. Chase Dollander. His numbers don't look so good, but again, he's a rookie and he has to play in Colorado every single day at home. So not really fair there. And is this a game where I could see some value with Colorado? Sure, there's going to be some sickos in the Discord that take the Rockies and today could be their 10th or 12th or whatever win they're looking for. I think they're like number 16 or 18. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but yes, the Rockies could have some value taking them today. Moving on here to San Francisco versus Arizona. You got Hayden Birdsong on one side. You got Zach Gallen on the other side. Arizona got us a nice win yesterday, but that was a good spot for them coming off of the sweep. Now they got that monkey off their back, and they have to face Game 2 here. Game 2 in Arizona. I do have the better bats with Arizona, but in terms of pitching, I don't have an edge either way. Both of these guys suck. Birdsong and Gallen. Both of them suck. Gallen hasn't figured it out. Birdsong started off good, but not doing as good anymore. This line is moving in favor of San Francisco. San Francisco has now lost 3 in a row. This one's ugly. I would say there could be some value here with Birdsong, but with those two pitchers and they both suck, no thank you in San Francisco versus Arizona. Guys, we're at the halfway point. If this is your first time here, hit the follow button. Do not forget this live stream. I do it every single day at 4 p.m. Eastern time, okay? Always come back and find me 4 p.m. Eastern time every single weekday. I'm out here just cooking. I'm out here rapping. I'm out here just giving you guys good information, just trying to guide you guys in the right direction, okay? If you guys want to join the Discord, you could. No pressure. But yeah, we're doing pretty good for ourselves. We're picked up another day in the green yesterday. This weekend was pretty good too. Saturday we popped off for 5-0. If you want to join us in the Discord, $20, man. Consider joining the Discord. This is Let Him Cook a Clock, bro. Let Him Cook a Clock. I am cooking through all the games right now, so be patient with me a little bit, and I'll get back to your to plays, and we will do a daily dinger. If you guys want to know who has a good chance of hitting a home run today, if somebody could let him know that I'm cooking right now. And no, I am streaming on like 4 different platforms right now, so be patient with me, man. If you guys want to join, if you guys want to stick around for the daily dinger, there's a boost on FD, and let's capitalize on that and cook up a daily dinger today, guys. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. Let's keep moving, guys. That was the halfway point. Now let's finish the other half of the games. Kansas City versus Seattle. Guys, look out for me, man. If somebody's getting impatient with me, let them know this is let him cook a clock. Kansas City versus Seattle. This line is not moving in favor of anybody, but I do have the better bats with Seattle. And in fact, it's double down on the better bats. That's because they're good overall and really good against righties. Seattle is number 7 against righties over the last 14 days. Over the last 14 days, number 7 against righties. Kansas City, number 26 against righties. Yes, another game postponed. Yes, I did miss that. Kansas City versus Seattle. I do have the better pitcher on Seattle, too. Emerson Hancock, he's been pretty good. 7 runs over 27 innings. We didn't speak about this one. This guy has an outlier in his games. You guys know, Jesus Luzardo, there's been pitchers where I'm telling you guys, the numbers don't look as bad as they look if you take out the outliers, okay? Emerson Hancock has one of those. He gave up 9 runs in tornado winds in Chicago, 9 runs in 4 innings. So if you take that out, he's only given up 7 runs in 27 innings. 7 runs in 27 innings. So pretty good numbers there for Emerson Hancock, and he's been really good in his last 3 home starts. He's only given up 3 runs in 17 innings. Really good numbers there for Emerson Hancock at home. Seattle has a 1-2 straight, but they do have the better bats and the better pitcher today. I would be considering Seattle Mariners today to pick up another win. The White Sox and the Dodgers, man. This line is minus 353 for the Dodgers. They do have the better bats. Do they have the better pitcher? It looks like on paper you have the better pitcher, but then when you look at the breakdown, Yamamoto hasn't been that good at home. He has got hit. 15 runs over 26 innings at home. Shane Smith on the other side has shown pretty good flashes, but he's steadily on the decline again. 14 runs over 20 innings. I don't trust either one of these pitchers, but we could come back to a total in this game. Speaking of totals, let's look at the totals that we would consider. I think between St. Louis and Pittsburgh, Palante versus Skeens, you got 2 good pitchers that could hold down the fort, hold down the opposing lineups. This is a game where I could consider an under in this game. Moving on here, guys, to the next total I would consider between Minnesota and Miami. Minnesota and Miami, you do have, once again, really good pitching on both sides. Joe Ryan and Edward Cabrera on the other side. Both of these pitchers I could trust. Miami bats look pretty hot, but at home, they are definitely susceptible. They are 28th at home over the last 30 days, and having the day off and having to travel, they could finally cool off from that West Coast road trip that they have. I could see this game going under. That's another play that I am tracking. Moving on here, guys, to another total that I'm tracking between the San Francisco Giants and Arizona. I think you have pretty bad pitching on both sides. Birdsong and Gallen, both of those could get hit. Both of those guys could get hit. A little worried about San Francisco. They don't hit the ball a whole lot these days. Arizona does, though. They could do their share. And I would say yesterday's game went over. Yesterday's game went under. I would say today's game has a better chance of going over with these pitchers on the mound today. The last total I would consider is between the White Sox and the Dodgers. Okay, and you have Shane Smith. He's been getting clapped lately. Yamamoto, he has everybody thinks he's good, but if you look at the breakdown, his home numbers are pretty bad. 15 runs over 26 innings. The worst of it is in those last 3 games where he's given up 12 runs in his last 13 home innings. So pretty bad numbers there. And this is a ballpark that somehow, some way, you guys should know by now. This is a ballpark where you just see the ball fly a lot. In LA, there's a reason why you turn on the last game of the night, and it always seems like they have a whole lot of runs scored in LA. 28-14 to the over in LA. So pretty good ballpark for the over. And today I think you got 2 pitchers that could get clapped there. Guys, that was a recap. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to watch the recap, I'm going to have it posted today on my YouTube. Head to my YouTube. It's the same name, The Go Covers. The link is in bio too. If you guys want to join the Discord, today's a good day. We got a nice 10 or 11 game slate. It was a 15 game slate, but there is some weather impacting events in certain games. But we still got a very nice slate. I got several games that I've got highlighted. And yeah, man, it's going to be a good day, and we're poised to tack on to the run that we've started over the last few days, man. If you want to join the Discord, $20. The last week or two haven't been electric, so it's kind of like we're kind of neutral a little bit, kind of back and forth. But, man, when we pop off, nobody gets hotter, okay? You guys seen in my very first 17 plays here on TikTok, I won 16 of them, 16-1. I'm the same guy. And, yeah, we're gonna keep this going, guys. If you want to join the Discord, link is in bio. Let's see what you guys been saying, man. Let's see what you guys been saying. Palante and good never go. Palante and good never go together. Palante and who? Let me know what you're saying, brother. Marlins money line. I would say there's value on the Marlins, brother. James says the Mets game is postponed. Lovely. Okay, that's another game that we have to hide the rows. So we're gonna do that. Yep, several games postponed, guys. B, if you're still here, let me know if you're still here, brother. Sorry, that was let him cook a clock, man. Damn, this guy posted a lot. Mets game postponed. Mets not playing. Yeah, sorry, guys. I should probably glance at the comments. That's my fault, man. Guys, stick around for the later today. We're gonna do the so we got to do the Daily Dinger right now. Let's do the Daily Dinger. We're gonna do this live on stream right now. Only for you guys that stick around to the end. And if you want my daily pick, I'm going to have a daily pick posted today on TikTok. So be on the lookout for that. YouTube Shorts, you guys could get the alerts on the YouTube Shorts too. So that if you want to have plenty of time to lock it in. So guys, for today's Daily Dinger, I'm looking for a team or a player that is giving up the most hard hit contact. Okay, over the last 14 days, over the last 30 days. Who is struggling the most with hard hits? That could be San Francisco's Hayden Birdsong, okay? So I'm asking you guys, who are your guys on the D-backs today that you guys trust, okay? You guys know the usual suspects that we go for, right? Josh Naylor, Marte. Who are your guys on the Diamondbacks? Who do you guys like on the Diamondbacks today? Yo, college football season. Do not forget this page come college football season. Hit the follow button right now so you do not forget this page come college football season. Don't let my man James remind you. We hit 68% on college football season last year. Do not forget this page. Hit the follow button right now because you're going to want to come back to it. All right, guys. Who are your guys on the Arizona Diamondbacks today? Who are you guys trusting? Suarez is 2 for 4 and 2 home runs against both Birdsong. Problem is Suarez right now a little cold, man. He's a little cold. He's ranked 15th overall, but 146 over the last 7 days. So he's a little cold right now. So I don't hate it, but yeah, Birdsong. The hottest guy in their lineup right now is Geraldo Perdomo. Does Perdomo hit? I don't think he hits a whole lot of. Does Perdomo hit a whole lot of home runs? Probably not, because he's the leadoff guy. Yeah, no, he's only hit 9 home runs this season. Let's see, guys. Moving on, guys, to the next team, the next player. The next pitcher that we should probably look to fade today. Richard Fitz. Richard Fitz has given up a lot of contact today. So who are your guys on the Cincinnati Reds? Of course, people are going to say Elly De La Cruz. Elly De La Cruz. That's not a bad one. He's in the top 60 right now, so he's pretty warm. Spencer Steer is another guy. Yeah, this guy hit 3 home runs in one single game and then kind of just disappeared since then. Let's look at Elly De La Cruz. Nah, De La Cruz is kind of cold right now, but maybe that means he's due, right? We didn't talk about the weather today. Let's look at the weather report real quick. Where do we have ballparks where we have more overs today? In Fenway, yes. In Fenway, in Cincinnati versus Boston, you are expecting plus 29% runs, plus 17% home runs in Boston. In Colorado, you should see some runs today, plus 25% runs, plus 19% home runs. In Philadelphia, that game one of the ones that are postponed? Looks like it is. I already covered it up. I see Washington is postponed. Philadelphia is postponed. Okay, moving on. The Tampa Bay Rays. You're seeing plus 28% runs there in Tampa Bay. Okay, and almost done here. Dodgers. Okay, of course, plus 14% there in LA Stadium, Dodger Stadium, and the New York Mets. That game is postponed. There's only one game that the weather is helping the under, though. The weather is helping the under in only one game today. That's going to be in the Chicago Cubs game. You're seeing minus 10% wins, minus 10% runs, minus 16% home runs. Okay, so that's the only ballpark where the under is being helped there between Cleveland and the Cubs. Okay, guys. So now that we know that information, we got extra home runs expected in. So I put 28 on Texas. That's not right. The 28 should be on Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay should have plus 23%. Okay? Okay. So, yes, I am looking for home runs in Cincinnati versus Boston. And I am looking at Elly De La Cruz. I think he's warming up. He's better over the last, let me see. Let's look at his splits right now. He hasn't hit a home run in a little bit. And yes, he is trending in the right direction. He's hitting 375 over his last 7 days, last 15 days. He's on the rise, man. I think he's pitching well or batting pretty well, seeing the ball pretty well. He has not played against Richard Fitz. But today, in his first appearance against him, I'm saying that he's going to hit a home run. Elly De La Cruz is hitting a home run today against the Boston Red Sox, Richard Fitz. That's what I'm taking for my daily dinger. Remember, guys, little sprinkle, man. Just have some fun with it. This is a long shot. Robert wants to talk about Cincinnati. Do I think there's value on Cincinnati? Yes, I think you have the better pitcher today. And I would say, yes, sure, there's some value on Cincinnati. They just got spanked yesterday, too. Guys, play responsibly. I'll see you in the Discord. If you have any questions, message me on Daily Chat if you're in the Discord. And the rest of you guys, if you guys want to get off the sidelines, $20, man. $20, you get access to everything. I'll see you guys in the Discord. Have a great one. Peace. YouTube and Twitter, thanks for joining me today. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Shoot, I forgot to look at the comments one last time on YouTube. Got you guys, man. Got you guys. He homered yesterday, Suarez. Yeah, somebody mentioned Suarez. He's just a little cold for me right now, man. Thoughts on the Cardinals game? Wrote up a bit of a write-up if you want me to post it here. Yeah, of course, you could always post it, digging. Do I like the Cardinals today, though? Do I like the Cardinals? I would say there's value in the Cardinals, yes. I think the Paul Skeens thing could get a little overblown, man. All right, guys. Have a great day. Over 8.5 in Diamondbacks versus Giants. Yes, I like it too, brother. Have a good one, guys.